This first part would just simply be an explanation of your qualifying T-bars, qualifying the buyer. This is an explanation of how they work. You're going to end up having 2 T-bars in each problem. Think about this. When a bank qualifies you, they look at you through kind of 2 scopes. One of them just simply says, how much money you make. And once they know how much money you make, they can figure out a percentage of your income that it makes sense to go towards your housing expenses. Actually, when you go rent an apartment, they do the exact same thing. They may say, we don't want your monthly payment to be more than 25% of your monthly income, right? The bank's not only interested in your income, they also want to know how much what you have. Debt. When I describe these T-bars, I often refer to them as the income ratio and the debt ratio. If you want to use that verbiage, that's fine. If not, it's not that important. In regards to the income ratio, it's going to look like this. HE over GMI times ratio. HE, where HE stands for housing expense. HE stands for housing expense. I need your attention on this though. When I say housing expense, I'm actually talking about PI and TI. PITI. Housing expense equals PITI. Okay? Technically, it would also include things like your monthly homeowners association fee, and if you pay private mortgage insurance because you put down a low down payment, it would also include that as well. Having said that, on pre-licensed classes, they tend to just simply ask PI and TI. Okay, you're just learning it, so they kind of give you a short version. The bottom left down here stands for GMI, gross monthly income. Gross monthly income. And then ratios, we will give you these when we need you to have them. They are just simply ratios that the bank has established. For example, let me give you an example of what the bank's front-end ratio, income ratio may look like. On conventional loans, it would not be uncommon for a lender to say, hey, we do not want your housing expense to exceed 28% of your gross monthly income. Does 28% seem kind of low to you? Low, high, who knows? But remember, it's based on your gross, not your net. Not your actual take-home, it's based on your entire gross. And you got to pay for groceries as well, right? You got to pay for gas in your car. So 28% is fairly consistent for conventional ratios. By the way, when you leave this room, don't go out and tell a lender, I learned how you guys do everything today. Let me tell you about your business. You will find out this is not really exactly how they do it in the field. The idea is to give you an idea of what it looks like when they're trying to determine how much someone qualifies for, okay? This was the income ratio. Let's go take a look at the debt ratio. Let's look at what's the same, and let's look at what's different. The debt ratio includes housing expense plus what I refer to as long-term debt. Housing expense plus your long-term debt over your gross monthly income and your ratio. Do you recognize that the bottom is exactly the same? Yeah. But the debt ratio includes not only how much you have to pay for your house every month, but what else? The long-term debt. Now, it's not your month-to-month bills, it's your month-to-month recurring debt, your car payment, your student loan payment, your credit card payments on, what your monthly payment would be toward that. Here's what banks know. This is America. And in America, people are walking around with a lot of what we call back-end debt. Okay? We buy furniture on debt. We buy cars on debt, et cetera, et cetera. That's going to hurt you back here. Okay? Bank's not saying we're not going to give you money. They're just saying, let's see your income, but let's also see your debt as well. This is why if you ever go to buy a house, one of the first things that the lender will tell you is, when you're making a loan during the time of the escrow period after you're in contract, don't go out and buy a car. Don't go out and finance a bunch of furniture, because it could hurt you back here and cause them not to make you the loan. Okay? But watch this. Somebody explain this to me. The back-end ratio that is often 36%, the one that relates to 28, is often 36%. Why is it higher?
Because you got more debt.
It takes into consideration not only your house, but the fact that you might have other debt as well. So in other words, the bank's not saying you can't have any long-term debt, just don't have too much other debt, okay? So now, this is what the bank looks at. We don't want your housing expense to exceed 28% of your gross monthly income, but we don't want your total debt to exceed 36% of your gross monthly income. And then the bank will run you through a blender, both of these blenders, and it will spit out a number. And it will say, okay, well, that's what you qualify for, or that's how much income you have to make, depending on what question that we are asking. Lisa, if you don't mind, stop that for just a moment.